Welcome in the sewing room. I have on no makeup. Y'all get me plain Jane today. I've been cleaning the house. Working on cleaning the house. This house will never be clean, y'all. Never, ever, ever. Mr. Andy's about the messiest one human that ever breathed. I honestly believe that. And it takes a full-time maid just to clean up after him. I do the best I can. So you don't get a new sewing video today, but I have been working on some things. I've been working on this right here for our live, the 31st, January 31st, 2 o'clock, live. Join us. We're going to do something with this and a whole bunch of more little things like this. Got several ideas on what to do with these little Valentines. Lots of ideas. And this goes with it right here. Look here. I've got some more stuff. Oops. I made a little heart, and an O, and an X. Look at those. I'll show y'all how to do those too. I've got patterns for those that I'll put up free for you all. And I'm getting ready to start, probably maybe March before I get it together, a monthly newsletter that will include a free pattern. You have to subscribe to it, and it's going to be like $5 a month, and you get a free pattern every month. That way you get all my patterns for, $5 a month rather than $10 a piece. And anything new coming out will be in that newsletter. It'll go over basically the videos that we've done, the things we've been doing, and what's coming up in the next month. I'm trying to get a little organized. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do because my mind jumps from here to here to here to here to here, and oh Lord, I need to be doing that, and oh Lord, this needs to be done, and it seems like I'm just putting out these little fires everywhere, and the big fires are raging all around me, and I'm just being engulfed. So that's kind of my life, you all. It's just jump from place to place. It's been sunny today. It's been kind of cool outside, but the sun's been out, and if the sun's out, I'm happy. That's all I care about is the sun. I could never live in Alaska where you don't get much sunshine in the wintertime. There's just absolutely no way I could do that. I could not. There is no way. Summertime up there, I probably could manage because you get a lot of sunshine. And I could probably do that, but I could not do the winter months. There's just absolutely no way I could manage that. Been working on the first foundation paper piece pattern I've ever done. Trying to get it dialed in exactly the way we want it. I've been working and playing and working and playing with that. Until I get it just exactly the way we want it to be. It's going to be, I showed you all I bought all those patterns, and I bought some flying geese. Well, this is what the pattern I bought looks like right here. Just like your typical foundation paper piece pattern. No, no big deal. Your extra seam allowance here on the side and so forth, just like that. And I made this big long strip for a project. And as you can see, I didn't get mine all the way out here. And that is because I tend to sew just on that little triangle. Just right there on that little triangle. I just want to sew right across here from here to here. And then I sew there to there and there to there. And I don't extend up and out because it really doesn't tell you to. So I'm working on one that will show you exactly your stitching lines, your placement lines, exactly how to cut your pieces. This didn't tell you any of that. Exactly how big to cut them, where to cut them, all that good stuff. So you will be able to do this 100% positive from the beginning and then turn out absolutely perfect every time. Okay? I promise. So I'll figure out something else to do with this. I don't know. Maybe I'll make a headband. What do y'all think? That would make a cute headband, wouldn't it? Maybe I'll make a headband out of it. I don't know. I'll figure something out with it. But in the meantime, I've had a lot of people interested in my sweatshirt videos. They are all up. They are back there, but I'm going to pull one of my favorites out.
So we're about to get an eagle coming in.
And let y'all watch it in a minute. I have also bought 16 more sewing machines. Yes, 16. They'll be here in a little bit. So maybe Wednesday we will go over those and see what they look like and how they are. They're baby locks, brothers, singers. I don't know what else. I can't remember. I think that's all of them. Some are sergers, some are sewing machines. I'm really not sure, because when you buy from this place, they're just an auction and you just get what you get. And they may work and they may not, and they may be missing parts. And we need to go over them and see what we're missing and all that kind of stuff. So that will be coming out on Wednesday. Let's see, what else? What else?
Did you tell me how wonderful your husband is?
Oh, and I have a wonderful husband, but y'all already know that. Y'all already know that he's wonderful.
He had to mention that.
That's because they already know that.
Yeah.
He's been downstairs doing laundry today, helping me, because like I said, we've got company coming. And I'm excited to see them tomorrow. I've still got some cleaning to do, floors to mop. Y'all, it's just something all the time, isn't it? All the time, it's something. So I'm going to tag on the end of this video a throwback video, so you all enjoy that video again. Maybe it will spark a new idea in your little brain. Sometimes they do mine. And I'll see you all on Wednesday with a whole bunch of machines. Well, welcome back to the sewing room. Glad y'all are here. We're going to sew. I know it's starting. It's that time of the year you just want to do fun stuff, and you have to stay in the house, so you kind of have to find fun stuff to do, right? And tomorrow we are going to Knoxville to a basketball game. And I need a shirt to wear. I know you'd think I had a whole bunch because I've been a UT fan my whole life. But I want a new one. I've got some, but I want a new one. And I bought this orange sweatshirt here. I'm going to turn y'all down so you can see it. Bought this orange sweatshirt here sometime back. Not really knowing what I was going to do with it, but I thought I'll buy it. It's got these zippers on the sides, just to add a fun touch. It's not real heavy. It's like a waffle weave. I can layer it, or, you know, if I need it warmer. It's a good weight. So, it's not really a sweatshirt, but we're going to use it like a sweatshirt today. Okay? So, I've seen, I'll turn y'all back up so you can see me. I've seen all over the internet these pennant hoodies and pennant sweatshirts and stuff with all these patches that people are making. I think they're absolutely adorable. So, we're going to make us one today. You and me, we're going to make us one to wear tomorrow. Yes, we are. And I've kind of got my layout kind of sort of fixed. But because my shirt is orange, I need to use a lot of white. Or white and orange. Okay? I've got this white flannel, which I'll use as a background for each patch. Okay? Each patch I'm going to put on this. And then I've got these fun little orange fabrics. Just solid orange. Just some fat quarters. half-yard pieces that I've got. Got this one yesterday, just a little fat quarter, and this is just a piece that I had. So we're going to make it real fun with all of our different fabrics, kind of quilty looking and fun. I don't think I've got any more orange over here I can use. That's kind of gold, and that's a burnt orange. I don't want that. So this is what we're going to go with. Orange and white. Go Vols, right? So to get my designs, I just went on the internet and I started looking. Oh, my glasses are filthy. I can't hardly see y'all. I just went on the internet and started looking for sports stuff. I knew I wanted a pennant, and of course that's easy. You just cut a triangle. And I knew I wanted it to say Vols because Tennessee is just way too many letters. I could just put a T in, but I wanted it to say Vols. And I thought, okay, we'll do a power tee. You know, that's good. Foam finger's good for any sport or anything. And I thought, you know, let's put the state of Tennessee. And then, of course, some stars. And I've got a little megaphone here you can add if you want to add a little megaphone. That works too. I don't know if we'll add it or not. We might. We'll just see. We'll just see as it starts evolving and coming together. So, without further ado, let's start playing. You want to? I do. So, what we need to do first, so that we can cut this stuff nicely, is we need to go back here and iron some of our heat and bond to the wrong side of our fabrics so we can trace out all our patterns and get it ready. Okay? That's what we need to do first. Let's move this stuff out of the way. Put y'all right here. Let's plug in our iron. I haven't done that yet. It's been one of those mornings, y'all, where, you know, you just have things. You just get into a lot of stuff, and, you know, you just have lots of stuff going on. All right, and I'm going to need a pretty good size piece of the white. So, because everything has to have white under it. So we'll just cut this right here. Right like that. Lay that to the side. Here's the pieces for our baby quilt. And we get ready to make it. That might be a project for next week. Who knows? And alrighty, I'll lay these over here to the side for a moment. We'll do this right here. Now, you know, you have your sticky or your rough side up, and then you put your wrong side to it, wrong side of your fabric. Goes right like this. And you just iron it. So easy. And it gives your fabric a stiff, stiffens it with the paper so that it's easy to cut and so forth. Okay. Well, it's not sticking down right, so let's turn it over. Because my iron's not hot yet, y'all. That's why it's not sticking. Because I don't have my iron hot. You know, gotta get the iron hot before it'll stick. Now the iron's good and hot. Just takes it a minute. I wasn't quite ready today, was I? It's one of those days where you're just kind of putting out one fire after another, seems like. Alright, now then I'm going to cut this off. I think that might be enough. We'll see. If it's not, then we'll do us another little piece. We've got this right here that we can always add if we need to. Okay, here we go. Like I said, this is just a fat quarter that I just picked up at Joann's yesterday. I love batik fabrics, and this one was orange, and I thought, you know what? I think that'll be pretty. So I'm going to press it good first. No, I did not wash it. Do I wash my fabrics? No, I never have. Have I ever had any problems? No, I have not. If you feel the need to wash your fabrics before you use them, I say go for it. My mama never did. I never did. I was always too impatient to try to wait for them to be washed and dried, and then you have to press it, and you know, I was just never that girl. I was never that girl. Alright, I'm going to cut this in two. Actually, let's draw our designs on here, and then we'll decide what we want out of what fabrics. Okay, we'll cut a piece off here, just like that. Alright, let's go back over here. Okay, now then, here we are. We know we're going to need the white for all of it, right? We know that. But we don't know. I need a regular pen for this, y'all. Because this I do not want. Okay, and you've got to remember to trace upside down. Okay, because this is going to be your front. Okay, I'll see. Here's our front. We want it like this. Okay, we want to trace upside down. Upside down. And these do not have to be perfect. They just need to be traced. They don't have to be in any set order. I mean, you know, laid out any particular way. Just as long as you get them all traced. Okay, so I'm going to trace these all the way around, just get my good outline. That's all I really need right now, is just a nice outline. Now this foam finger, we're going to do him a little different. He's not just going to be we got to cut. We need to cut this out, these pieces, so that this can go on top of the white, okay? So that we get our fingers, so that we know, you know, it doesn't just look like a blob. All right, so we'll do that one again here in just a minute. Y'all know I like to trace. I do not like to freehand because I'm not an artist. Yeah. Okay, so for our finger, we are going to cut out like this right here. Actually, I want to cut out this, all the inside pieces. You always want to keep one just so you can go back and look at it so you know where all your pieces go. One more little piece here. When y'all are working with little pieces, this heat and bond is the greatest thing in the world. Okay, so now then, we've got that. Now we've got to cut out one more. You come over here and grab an extra one. Now then, I want this outline right here, okay? Just like this. Okay, so what we'll have with this one will be white underneath, just like this. This will be our print, this will be our print, but then white will show through right here to make all this. You see that? So that we get our outline of our fingers. Yes, so we're going to cut this out just like this. This will be a very thin sliver of a piece. So, see how that is? Or we could do it just like that. I don't know. We'll see. We will decide. We'll save that piece with that. Put that in our scraps. Alrighty. Now then, we need to trace out all of these little pieces. I didn't turn it over, did I? Alright, got to do this one more bigger piece here, but I don't have room on here, so I'll have to do this another little piece. And I've got this piece right here I saved from the other day, and it'll work just beautiful for this. Yes, it will. It'll be just perfect. That's the reason we save our little pieces and not throw them away. There we go. Now then, you just want to rough cut these apart and put them together. Just rough cut them, okay? You want to put all these with your foam finger together so that you know that they all go on the same fabric. Okay? And then we'll decide what gets what fabrics. And we'll decide if we want to do some other color in with it. I don't know. What do y'all think? Okay. Now then, see, we've just got all of our pieces just kind of rough cut here. And this right here is where I was just kind of drawing on here yesterday to kind of see what I want it to do. Just kind of drew it, and that's my heat erasable pen, you all. Love those things. Love them. I actually ordered me some more because I just love them so. They are the best things ever. What other color have we got we could use, or other print? There's some light blue. Lady Vols use a little bit of light blue, don't they? We could just go with some denim. Y'all, let's put some denim with it, because I'll be wearing it with jeans. Yes, let's do a piece of denim. Oh yeah, I think we'll put some denim on it. Yeah, I think we will. I think we'll put a little bit of denim on it. I think we'll make our pennant denim. Using my paper scissors to cut that, but that's okay. As long as they're strong enough to cut. Alright. This, we're going to make our pennant. Okay. And then our letters. Let's decide what we want to make those out of. I'm thinking this right here. All right, we got that. We've got this one. Let's do our, see, that looks real pretty, that denim. Oh yes, perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's do our state out of this. Do our state out of that. And maybe our megaphone, possibly, or some stars. Let's do some stars. This we'll do out of the solid orange because after all, it's the power T, right? What about our hand? We'll do it out of this right here. Okay, now then we've got the megaphone and some more stars. We'll do stars out of all of them. We'll do a star out of each one. And the megaphone out of that. And another star out of this. Looks good, doesn't it? I think so. Let's go with this. Yeah, let's go with this right here. Alright, let's go back to the ironing board. Go back to the ironing board. Alright, now then, we're back over here. Can y'all see? Bring y'all up so you can see a little bit more of our space here. Alright. So this is what we're going to do since we know exactly how much of this we need. That way we're not wasting our fabric at all. Wrong side up. Gonna give it a good press. And we're gonna cut off a little excess there. There's a star. And there's our letters. Okay, and we're just gonna press this down. Just like this. Okay, to get our foam finger, I'm going to take another foam finger. I started tracing this and I thought, you know what? That's not going to be the easiest way to do it. It's not. So, this is going to be the easiest way to do it. Because we want this green outside edge right here. Okay? We want this outside part right here. That's what we're looking for right now. So, I'm going to take this right here and I'm going to, my handy dandy glue stick, just so it'll stick, enough for me to cut it. I'll lay it on the right side of this. Which I should have done this before I actually cut it out, but I didn't. So, you know, we have to drop back and punt occasionally. Now then, I just want that outside. So to get that, I'm going to do this right here. Cut it right in the middle, because all we want is this outside edge right here. And we're going to cut the inside of this out. Just like this. And then all of our little pieces we will put onto there's that piece. This piece we do not need. Okay, here's all of our little hand pieces right here. I'm gonna lay those over there to the side because they're kind of small. Alright, now then, I've got just a few more. I've got to cut out the letters, one star, and the megaphone, and I'll be right back. Okay, all of our little pieces are cut out. Now we've got to cut out our pennant. And I want it to be the width of this right here. Okay, just that width. So I'm going to fold it in two, just like that. And, what happened to my ruler? There it is, it just slid back. I'm going to cut it just on an angle right down through here. This way. That's the wrong way. You want to make sure you cut it the right way, not the wrong way. Okay? Just, oh well, that didn't work, did it? That made a mess. Alright, we'll go to the other side. I'm not a fan of that little bitty cutter there. Now then. Here's our pendant. Look at that. Perfect little triangle there. Alright. Now then, let's see how our letters look on here. Go ahead and take the backing off of them. Maybe we will. You know, I'm not having much luck today. Get hold of a pen. There we go. There, how's that look? Cute. And I'm going to leave this. That's the selvage edge, and it's got a little fraying on there. And I'm going to leave it because I really like the way that looks. That was not necessarily planned, but it's just something that happened that we're going to leave. All right, there's that. Now then, these need to be put over here out of the way in the scrap basket. Alright, we've got our state here. Now these, I believe, I'm going to put on white. So, just getting the backing off of them, and I'll be back here in just a second. Okie doke, here we are, back again. Here's our pennant with our letters on it. We're going to press these down, okay? I'm going to kind of do them one at a time. Okay, there's that. Now then, let's do our foam finger. Here's our white. Okay. This is just a picture of our finger so we know what we're doing. Okay. Now this may be all crooked here, but I have to get it all turned out the right way. Here we go. Now then. Then we'll add in our bigger piece here. this. Hopefully we have a little bit of white all the way around it. And then this piece goes right there. I may have to trim these down just a hair to get them to leave our little bit of white in there that we want. Okay, there's our finger. I'm gonna press it down. How's that look? Looks like a finger, doesn't it? And this I'm just gonna press straight down. I'm not gonna move it. I'm not ironing, I'm pressing straight down. So, because I do not want those pieces to move. Okay? And I probably should have put it more on the corner of this, but you know what, I didn't. Did I? Just kind of put it where it kind of went. So now then we want to leave space because we're going to cut this out like this. So we want to leave plenty of space in between all of these pieces so that we've got a border around all of them. And I think I had another star. I thought I had 4 stars. Did I? Did I have 4 stars? No. Did I lose a star somewhere along the way? I don't know. Yes, I did. I lost one right here. These 2 stars I'm going to put on the denim. Okay? Now then, we're just going to press this. so that we can cut them out, and then we're going to press them on our shirt. Okay. Now then, these I'm just going to cut with just an edging of about 1/4 or so of an inch around, just so that I'm just kind of making a patch. Before we put them on our shirt, we are going to, before we put them on our shirt, we're going to come in and zigzag around this inner part, because it'll be easier before it goes on our shirt. Okay? Right here, y'all, all I'm doing is just zigzagging, just with a little zigzag stitch all the way around these. Now I've got our finger to go, and that's all I got left. And I'm going to start this one in the middle. Okay. What?
Can I drop these in a drop box?
Alright, I think y'all can see pretty good right there. I've got them all zigzagged around. They're ready to go on here. Gotta clip a few more little strings. Another string or two. You know how that goes. If you're sewing, you've got some strings. Alright. Is that all of them? 3 stars? I thought I had 4. I keep losing my stars, you all. I know I had 4 stars. Maybe I'll find it. Maybe I'll find it somewhere along the way. Or maybe I don't need it. We'll see. We'll just see what it looks like when we get it all laid out here. Alright, now then. I want to start with our larger pieces. Our foundation pieces, as I call them. And I'm just pressing over this to get the wrinkles out. And get the iron hot. And this piece does not have the sticky under it. I could add it on there, but I think I'm just going to use my quilt basting spray because I just have this piece and 2 more, and hopefully they'll all hold pretty good. Alright, now then. Alright, got it sticking me here. We're just going to put this on here, just kind of like this. Just about right there. There's that piece. Now then, I want to add this piece, and we'll put it right along in here. There's our stake. We can put it right there. Y'all, you just have to play with this and see where you want your things to be. I'm just putting some quilt spray on these denim ones because they're the ones that didn't get the iron on. No, they did not. Let's put this little star right there. Right like that. Where are we going to put our T, you all? We'll put it right down here. Maybe. There's a star. And over here's a star. Put this bigger star down here and put this little one up here. Now then, this needs to go somewhere right in here. And here's our megaphone. Not a fan of that one. I don't know that we're going to use it. I just don't like the way it looks. It doesn't. How does that look, y'all? I think that's cute. I do. I wish I could find my other star. I don't know what happened to it. But we've got 3 stars. That ought to be enough, shouldn't it? Put that down like that. We'll put that on the top. There we go. Let's do it right like that. Y'all ready? Let's start pressing. Let's start pressing. Okay, now then all we've got to do is stitch around it one more time. One more stitching. All the way around the whole design, and it's finished. And I think it's absolutely adorable. And if we do not go to the game tomorrow, which I'm not sure if we're going or not, if we don't, I'll put this in the Etsy store for sale. And then if you all are a Vols fan, it'll be ready for you to snatch up and wear to your favorite Vols game, whether it's baseball, basketball, football, golf match, swimming, rowing, whatever. Wherever you want to go and support the Vols, you'll have a pennant shirt. I know. Aren't you excited? Okay, I'm going to take it over to the machine, and I'm going to zigzag all the way around it. And when I get done, it'll be finished. Oh, mercy. Don't y'all fall over on me now. Okay. And I'm going to undo these zippers because that'll give us a little extra room on here. Okay. I'm just going to start right here because that's a good place as any. Okay. Actually, I'm going to have to pin this just a little bit. Well, it didn't have the stickiness stuff under it. Now then, maybe that'll, here's one that needs a little pin in this. Okie doke. I got it all finished. Here it is. Isn't that just cute? I just think these are the cutest shirts. I do. I just love them. Y'all go make you one for your favorite team. The mister just came in and told me that we are not going to go to the game tomorrow, so I'm going to put this in the Etsy store for sale. It is a size extra large, but it's a big extra large. Lots of room in it. So if you are a Vol fan or know a Vol fan and need a shirt, here you go. Like I said, this is not a sweatshirt. It's a waffle weave heavy t-shirt. So there you go. It's going to go up for sale. So go check it out. And that's going to be all for this one. And I've got more sweatshirts to do. You all wanted sweatshirt videos, so I've got 2, maybe 3 more really good ideas. So they're coming. So plus we've got our quilts to do. Yeah, I did just get confirmation I can share the murder mystery quilt with you all. I'm so excited about doing that. I just can't give you specifics, but I can share it and share the finished blocks and the finished quilt. So it'll be a lot of fun to follow along. If you want to do the murder mystery quilt, the link is in the description box below. Like I said, it's $99 for the whole year. You get the story, all the quilt patterns, everything you need to do this. A special Facebook group so that you can go in and talk to each other about it. It's a private group. It'll be a lot of fun. We'll do it together. So check out the link below and to do your murder mystery quilt. And we're going to do our temperature quilt. I'm working on getting my temperatures right, so y'all need to be documenting your temperatures. Go back for the last several years and find your highs, your lows for the year, so that you kind of get a good feel of your temperature range that you have in your area, and then you can break it down accordingly. And I don't know how many, some people do it like the temperatures they have a lot of, like the 60s, 70s, and 80s, where you might have the same temperature range every day. They break those down into individual temperatures just for the, you know, the sake of knowing that it was a different temperature, okay? So you can break it down lots of different ways. So just stay tuned. And we got lots of new things coming up in the next year up here in the sewing room, and some things downstairs in the kitchen. I'll still cook some with you all, my quick suppers, because I'm up here sewing during the day and I'll be cooking at night. So y'all just remember, like, share, subscribe, comment, ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss a video. That'll be all for this one. I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.